quick as well. Confirm not east. All right. Well, my geography is all over the place. Sorry, mate. We're currently trying to figure out how many time zones America has. It's somewhere between a lot and too many.
They're not 4.
Well, I thought that, but I think there's another one.
It's like a Honda.
Oh, I guess like Alaska and Hawaii don't really count
Oh, okay.
because that's like a whole other mess.
Like, aren't they're it's like Eastern, and then they're like, you know what? Let's go mountain. Like, isn't mountain?
Mountain time. Mate, we've been to Arizona. Where's the mountains in Arizona? Why are they on mountain time? Can't they be on desert time?
Is desert time one of them?
It's gotta be, right? I'm just thinking of like worlds in Mario at this point.
I'm
It's like
not
desert world,
There's Australia.
ice world.
Australia have 30-minute time zones, don't they? Like, what the fuck's up with that?
Oh yeah. Doesn't India have a half an hour? Like it's like a half an hour time difference as well.
Uh,
Nice mountains in Arizona. Don't get into daylight savings. Well, we have daylight savings as well. Arizona doesn't do daylight savings. Oh, this is bonkers.
so they got time zones, and then some places don't do DST.
Ah, we're here for the purrs. We're here for some good old time zone chat. I'll have you find. Right, let me do my little recording. We were already started recording, but welcome everyone to the Purrcast at its potentially new time slot of 10 p.m. BST, the best time zone. Joined as always by Carlini. We're going to be chatting through the space in general. It's been a few little bits and pieces going on today. We're going to chat Purrs, of course, and a few other bits and pieces. And I also have some questions from the community to run through. So yeah, looking forward to the show as always. I've also got some allow listy pre-minty sort of questions to hopefully cover as well. So I kind of want to start on Sunday, or this past Sunday, sorry, and it was our officially our first birthday, which was pretty bloody exciting. So did a big old, well, not big old spaces, did little mini spaces, and I kind of just treated it. I don't know if you listened back, Carlini, probably not, but it was just a little retrospective of where we've come, what we've completed so far, what we said we would do, and what we did kind of extra to that, and all that kind of fun stuff, and then where we're going in the future. And then we just played like a shed load of Fall Guys and Fortnite and just hung out and shot the breeze and chat and stuff. So it was a good time. It was really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
England have just scored.
Have we? Ah, go on.
You did.
Get in there. Boom.
Yes.
Ah, fantastic.
Officially 1 year since the first the number one mint, I guess. We could almost like track what NFT we're up to now, because it did take a long time for us to mint out.
That's very true.
So what, we're probably at like 2,000 now, something
I
like
think
that.
yeah, there was a good bit because it was whilst the Olympics were on, and we just kept doing like little giveaways and fun bits and pieces, and like I kept doing like loads of like Olympics-based sweepstakes essentially. I think it was August 17th when we sold out. It was something weird. It was like an exact month later, or I don't know. We can go look it up. The blockchain knows, but
Blockchain
can't
does.
can't Google the blockchain. Is there a blockchain search engine?
I mean, there's effectively IFSCAN, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
The first place that verified me.
Ah, was nice of him. Still
Uh,
working on that Twitter berry.
Where are we? Let's see. So if we go
Let's
to
have a look.
contract, is got two. My monitors are too big. Check next layers.
This is hot content. This.
Talk about Minecraft.
Just
No.
rifling through the scan.
I'm clicking.
You can't joke on the blockchain, otherwise it might cost you 100 ETH. Or we'll get to that. That's in the running order.
That's sad times.
Oh gosh, that is literally that big oof gif. Is that like the racist Spain manager,
Can't remember his name.
Aragones?
What made him racist?
He called Thierry Henry
Something bad.
something not very nice.
Uh,
Oh, here we go. Alamo's on it.
5.
Cat
No,
10,000, August 12th.
oh, that's the easy one, not that. We're
Oh,
at
we want to know where we are, like a live counter.
1,160.
1,160.
And in 2 hours,
Yep.
Jen blockchain mints twice, followed by her sister 3 times. Jamie the tweeter is 14 hours away from a mint.
Caught in 4K.
Block- oh, Lou Dog. He seems to be verified as well on Etherscan.
Oh, what a guy. Where's this? Where's the football being played? Is it Wembers?
It's Brighton.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice. That's a cracking stadium, that. Amex, I assume in.
Yeah, so yeah, 1 year old kind of ish, I guess. Or old
Yeah. But we're
or
older than a year now. By a few days.
is it the end of the sale, the start of the sale when you started working on the sale? Because like if you're Amazon, it's not
Mm.
like you're not a year old the first day you mint. You're a
It's like
year
we've sold a book, guys.
yeah.
Happy
The
birthday.
your first sale where you then start counting is when you started working. So we must be, way older.
That's true. I think it was officially June 1st.
Was it June 1st?
I think so.
So we're coming up
That's
to
not on. That's not on the blockchain though. Can't verify that.
14 months old. So yeah, there's that where Sunday was our first birthday, and we'd started our sort of run up to the mint. Getting info out there. What have we put out so far?
Well, I'll tell you what we've put out so far. There's a handy little channel we've got now.
Oh yeah,
Catch Me Up.
catch me up
It's in Concierge, and it has basically got every sale asset that we've put out so far
in the Discord.
in the Discord.
So we've got the roadmap 2.0. We've got the wave in.
Actually, our exclusive ones are in there as well.
We've got the gates and the workshop.
The exclusive airdrop and the little pool bar token shop need to go up as well. But they're not long
Oh,
on Twitter.
they out on Twitter.
They are. Can now officially order a Perlini, which I very much enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
I think that was, yeah, like obviously this pool bar is kind of signifying how much stuff you're going to be able to buy with token and what we're planning with it. I guess that's probably the old elephant in the room that we should probably get onto. The biggest news today, apart from Board Franklin losing 100 ETH for a meme, but we'll get there. The old Minecraft NFTs, Bitcoin NFTs that they're worried about, where that leaves kind of a lot of people, a lot of projects, a lot of bits and pieces. Seems to have kind of not been wasn't like rumored and then yes, it's official. It seemed very kind of like a flash decision almost. I know NFT Worlds have since tweeted about it and put an announcement out, and they've kind of said like this caught us cold as well. But yeah, just kind of your take on that, where we saw it, and I know you were mentioning in the Discord earlier about pivoting, so I guess here we are.
Well, I mean, yeah, I did a big post in the clubhouse today where I said one of our big pillars is the entity worlds build in our NFT world. Uh, and luckily, I did have our fifth pillar as being able to pivot pretty much on a dime, just because in this space you never really know what's coming, and then instantly, I'm morning. So 6 hours later, one of those pillars has this happen. So I found out with everyone else there was Llamaverse, I think, are
Mm.
building something well, and I was reading some tweets, and they seem to know something was coming 2 days ago, but they didn't know.
Oh, really?
So they were preparing for something. So I think they had a wide range of sort of pivots. And I have obviously reached out to Entity Builds and NFT Worlds, and in short, it's look, we don't fully know what this means yet, but there are, you know, sort of every version of what they have said here has some kind of workaround. So
Mm.
um, this is like the end of the message that I got. In short, this is naturally not ideal and isn't perfect for the NFT World roadmap, but we will still be able to host the games everyone has had created, and the communities will still be able to play them. So there is also, depending on how they decide to block the interaction with, in short, just blockchains, so NFTs or an ERC20 of some kind, because obviously I've wanted to get token into there for um, sort of most zombie kills of the day. It makes me think of that Brooklyn 99 episode where they go for the record on that.
Oh, yes.
Of course, whatever, and they
The
have
tactical
cool,
village.
coolest kill of the day. There's upside
You
down.
went upsy downsies?
That's what that makes me think. Obviously, you can't do coolest kill of the day. I don't think, unless you have people upload to YouTube or something their kill, and there's some judges. But there are workarounds that are possible. Um, this is this news broke. I don't know what it was, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
Yeah, like 3 hours
Uh,
ago or something silly.
so they're obviously scrambling, reaching out to people, trying to figure out what this actually means for them. Um, the the main guy of NFT Worlds has come out and basically said, look, we got funding, we're not going anywhere, just because if we can't use Minecraft tech, we can make this tech. I think is their argument. So
Mm.
I'm, I'm not saying everything is as it was. Who cares about the tweet? Whatever. I'm saying there are potential workarounds, and let's sort of, I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, now we're going to move to Decentraland, because
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm not sure Decentraland will ever be anywhere near what NFT worlds can do. Um, like we currently have, I've seen videos of games that are working in it with upgrades and purchasing, and getting token payments just for turning up and all this kind of stuff. And I guess I'm a bit of a Decentraland bear purely because I was here when they did their like original sale, and it is better than it was. It's a lot better, but it doesn't feel enough better with comparison to everything else. Like I remember Crypto Voxels sort of competing. So I think Ben worked at Decentraland and then left them to do his own thing. And I never really thought they'd take over. It was just too. It was mostly a one man show, and the graphics were never going to get there and things like that. But this other side test has just shown, you know, there is competition out there, and it's hard to build on other side right now, right? You can't, like you can't. It doesn't exist. Um, so if, if NFT was done, would you go? Is Sandbox then the best? Like for now?
I guess. Most
then
similar.
go to the other side if it where when you can. It's a tricky question, and I haven't even been thinking about that in the last 3 hours because the real the real question is, what does this change? What can't be done down the road that I thought could be done? You
Mm.
know, when we selected these, we selected them because of everything that could be done down the line. Now, what do we lose from that? And I don't think we're going to know right away, purely because NFT worlds don't know, entity builds don't know. So
Mm.
we're we're not going to just snap call out and be like, "Hey, we're moving to other side," because I don't even know how that would work. Like, it looks great.
Yeah, I
I
saw
don't know
like the
how
stress test the other day. It looks
another
amazing.
project currently would build with them. Like, I guess you'd reach out. We've known Low since Feb 2021, and
Mm.
she's you, isn't she, over there?
Basically, I would probably say that I'm her at Purrs rather than she's me
Oh,
at
yeah.
Flames.
I mean, you're right here, so that's your case. But yeah, like, successful. I think that's fair.
Yes, different level.
She, she's you at Apple, and you at Old Kent Road or whatever.
Oh dear.
But yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
so on that, we will pivot if we have to, or if it seems best.
well,
But
Ebo was trying to sell me some other side deeds earlier.
oh,
With before realizing, I was like, mate, we've got like three, maybe four in the key vault. Like, we're prepped for that if that's where we have to go. Like, we've got a few.
yeah,
Um, so we have all that. We have all that kind of together as well. Yeah, as you said, like pivoting is the best thing to be able to do.
it's you just have to on this in this space, and I did not expect to be proven correct within hours of that big.
Us- It might not be the record, but it's close. For
No,
you say something and then it's true.
and I did not know. Well, we don't know it's true. We
Oh
don't.
yeah, fair, fair, fair.
I
I
mean,
mean, the interesting thing, because I went straight to Entity Builder's website, because my gut reaction to it was like, well, this seems to pertain more to NFT worlds than it does to entity builds, because entity builds are the builders, and NFT worlds is kind of like the conduit to NFT ish or NFTify it or whatever. And entity builds are like an official Minecraft Bedrock partner, and they make private servers for individual server owners, YouTube, Microsoft directly, and then also NFT worlds. So it seems to me of like what they do and what they build is not just, it's not like purely an NFT focus. They've got lots of different kind of strings to the bow, as it were.
they were a Minecraft company that effectively opened up an NFT branch. They became native, and they were playing around, and they knew what they were doing, but they took what they knew and they built it here. Um, so what we have already, even if this is completely blown up, it's for, I don't know, Microsoft sue NFT World somehow based on something, and force everything down somehow based on something. Don't think that's possible, but in that scenario, we would still have a Minecraft server with all of these games, and with a slightly different route to be like, if you have this NFT, you can have
Mm,
this NFT that you've pulled from our pack, this gun skin you can use in the game. It just has to be done this way instead of this way. But in reality, this way or that way doesn't matter to you guys as the users, because it'll be automatic.
yeah.
Like, we have to do something different. A bit like how, even less so than the burning of the models to get your physical model. Um, because we originally wanted that fully on our website, and that would then automatically go over to the guys at Plastic Alchemy. But then we had we had some GDPR sort of got to do this and that issues, and ended up using, what is it called? What's that?
It's Shopify.
Shopify. That's the one. It just blanked for a second. But we use Shopify codes, and that actually affects you more because you have to get the code and then go and get 99 grand off a model to go and claim it for free. So that would impact you more than this workaround. But what I need to find out is, tokenomics wise, how does that affect us in the future? So everything that I thought we would have, say, this year is fine regardless of what happens. The issue then becomes, down the line, is it the same? And just because it'll be the same this year wouldn't mean you carry on this year if down the line is going to have big problems, because we're not building to just have X, Y, or Z this year. We're looking for the full sort of token vests for 15 years, so that's
Mm.
and the plan there is, at the end of 15 years we know something else. Cybercon's
Exactly.
10 years, so we've got 5 years on them. So hopefully they'd have figured it out. But it's it's more a case of just ensuring that the long-term future plans are still there. And I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying we just have to check. And there are other ways of distributing tokens. So I don't know if you've seen Volt, and their engagement on Twitter. If you like a Subduck tweet within 24 hours of it, you will be getting Volt for liking that.
Ah,
Uh,
that's cool.
and there's a company that deals with that for them with some kind of tech. I'm supposed to have a demo, but with it being sale week, I reached out to them when I saw Subducks doing this. Will this help us? Could it help us with questing? Could it help us with? And I have pretty much asked the question: could we give out token for completing the quest instead of liking a tweet? And the answer has been, this is completely white label. You can change it however you want. So yes, in short, complete a quest, get token is possible. Uh,
Oh,
step one is checking it's possible. Step two is checking, do we actually want it?
yeah.
Because first thought sounds cool. Getting Volt just for liking a tweet sounds cool. Second worry, does that just cause extra selling pressure? Like, does it hurt the token? And it's quite tricky to use Volt as a case study there, because I think it's a month old, maybe. And times haven't exactly been normal in the past month. So looking at the Volt price is quite tricky. Looking at the volume is quite tricky because nothing is stable. But it does open up the option of this other thing we're doing, say questing, may be able to pick up the infrastructure at the back of an NFT world and distribute all of the token rewards. I imagine, you know, we were trying to get a world faucet um, installed in our NFT world. That I don't know what's happening. I haven't asked the question there, but that seems unlikely to be a thing.
Mm. It's the
What we,
integration that Minecraft seemed to be coming after.
but then I think from what I've read from the team, in my DMs, just the way they've said, well, there are other workarounds to stuff. There's nothing against an API that can track who's online or who's done what, and then do all the faucet stuff elsewhere.
Mm.
The issue then becomes, do Minecraft care if you're taking data from people playing and rewarding them for that? Do they care? I think it's fully possible for the world faucet to work as it currently does, mostly. As in a user wouldn't be able to tell. But in the back end, they do it really differently. It then becomes, are Minecraft okay with that? Because clearly they're making a stand on Bitcoin NFTs, and they probably think that, NFT Worlds is a Bitcoin NFT.
Oh my god. But those do those guys at the casino work for Minecraft this whole time?
Well, when we met Al.
Yeah.
Well, I think what they've, it looks funny, but what they really mean is they're saying crypto like Bitcoin
Yeah.
because, like if you're talking to someone who go, oh, what do you do? What's your job? My job is, well, oof, right.
Yeah.
Okay, where we start? Have you heard of crypto? Bitcoin. I think that's, I think that's what they've tried to do, but it just looks, gotta gotta get that tweet engagement where you can. Just a funny sort of what you do. Although a lot of the other stuff they said is wrong as well. They said something along the lines of they can't be changed when, literally today the other news is oddities changed.
Mm.
Um, what did they say? Looking at this, non-editable. I mean, that's not
Nope.
true. Most NFTs, they're almost all editable. Mainly because everyone's just copied Bored Apes contracts for a good few months. Everyone just copied it, and um, they can just point to different token URI. Digital token that is part of a blockchain and often purchased with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah. They go in you go in common denominator, aren't you? It's
Yeah.
like, what is crypto? Like Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin's crypto. Okay, fine. I get it. I get it. Yeah. It's
So I
a
guess
miss.
sum that up is it really doesn't. Obviously, it's not good. I'm not gonna come out and say that's good.
No.
And it was a few hours after I made a big post, and here are all the pillars. One of the pillars was NFT Worlds, and another pillar was we will pivot if we have to, or if there's something better. So it is very early. We don't have all the information. We're not going to come out and say we're going to go somewhere else or somewhere else, purely because that would just be insanely, fast.
Yeah,
Let's be
that's just like gut
what
reaction stuff,
the
isn't it? It's
the
just dumb.
teams seem to think it's more now about how they can rework stuff on the back end and what they will allow and what they won't. So, like I said about the faucet, will they allow you to take the API from Minecraft and go, this person was online for this long, and then you use that and reward them elsewhere? A bit like how our questing bot uses the Twitter API and goes, right, they have completed the quest, and then gives you a point elsewhere. If they allow that, I think the community impact will be quite low because you can also do it in reverse. You can go, right, they have this NFT, we can give them that in the game. If they don't allow that, then I think they'll be going, nuclear levels of finding some kind of licensed Minecraft clone and trying to buy it and integrate into it or something. I the the dev is very active. He's been active for year plus. Very vocal. Seems like a really smart guy, and he doesn't seem like he's going to walk away. But at the end of the day, all we have, we I think we bought our NFT world as a company for like 18 ETH or something like that. But that's pretty much our exposure at this point. We're paying Entity Worlds to build out the world and build games, which will still work. It's just, are they what we're going to want them to be? They're going, as I said, it'll be the same this year, but then long term, we'll be monitoring and waiting for more information really on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where we are with it right now. It's obviously, yeah, like you said, it's not good news, but it's also not necessarily as bad as it first looks. As we all know, Twitter tends to overreact on this sort of stuff and go a bit
This made me
bananas.
wonder, like the price of world. Oh, world token is not mainly an NFT thing. It seems it's down 62%. Actually, it's had a bit of a bump. It was down 75%.
There we go. We're on the way back, baby.
No, it's kind of flat now.
So yeah, I think that was like the big thing today. The other stuff that I wanted to cover in our news, I'm gonna pin this tweet actually because I love pinning tweets in spaces now. It's great fun. Um, exclusives and airdrops. So for every per that you own, for every exclusive you mint, if you have a pairing of the two, then you will receive an airdrop sometime after the sale. Let me pin that tweet right now. Oh no, wait, let's pin the tweet in the profile. Goodness me.
Yeah, so it'll be after the sale is closed. There'll be a snapshot. Um, so it's not if you mint. It's if you mint and then after the sale still have at the snapshot. Um, it's don't know how to. It's not like it's trying to make you hold onto what you mint. It's more about it's trying to push people from the new mint to Purrs. So, like I said in the big post today, one of the probably secondary, the second main point of the sale is to bring in new people, and that's just how you do it nowadays. People care about mints more than any sort of other level of marketing. At least any other level of marketing that we can afford to do. When BAYC, their levels of cash doodles, they can do these big other side tests. They can afford to basically team up with who is it? Improbable and someone like that. UK.
Pharrell as well, isn't it?
Oh, that's doodles with Pharrell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, it's wild to me that they've hired him. Like he is an employee for it. That's not that's not crypto partnership where it's like, oh, we've partnered with blah, and then it turns out no, they haven't. He literally works for Poopy. It's
That's
spot
so good.
wild. But so as I was saying, the goal is get new people in, and then this sort of airdrop can push people towards Purse, because I'm not going to pretend um, every person that mints is going to become an avid fan and they'll never dump. I'm not crazy. I've been in NFTs 5 years. I know how it works. A large amount of people will be minting to hope to flip. It's just how it is.
Hmm.
But the goal is just a few will join. Let's say 30% of the minters join the Discord. Let's say 50% of those read the announcement channel. You know, it's it's just all of these. It's like a family tree, a flow diagram of these people getting funneled, and we're slowly losing them, but there are ones going towards effectively seeing how great we are. We have been here for a year. We have done lots of things. My tweet about what we've done and what we're going to do has like 1,000 likes. It's my first one to ever break that. People like it. We've done a lot. We should be proud, but we need other people to read that once they're in. So some people just go, "Oh, I've minted this. I should probably look what it is. What are these guys up to? Who are they?"
Mm.
And they'll find all these resources, and oh, actually, maybe this isn't such a bad hold. Maybe I'll keep it instead of going for the flip. Have you just pinned?
I have just pinned it, mate. I love pinning tweets to spaces.
So it's trying to funnel those people into the main collection, and obviously it rewards current holders as well, because um, a lot of you would have minted anyway, without the airdrop, and you've already got Purrs. So what that allows is for sort of a sideways push between people coming from exclusives to Purrs and Purrs being rewarded for already being in Purrs. Because you don't have to buy a Purr to get this airdrop because you've already got it.
Exactly. Oh, hey, we won the football. If you're not listening to this live, we were watching this during England's quarterfinal with Spain, which we just won, which is very exciting. Exactly. So that was the other big thing that we dropped today, which is very exciting. You'll be able to catch that in the catch-up channel later. But yeah, there will be a airdrop at some point after the sale. We will announce that obviously as well. That will kind of, you'll have a bit of time on that. I've just dropped this in the lobby bar and in the clubhouse as well. Is the our first batch of models, I think, has now been posted. A couple have been delivered already. So if you ordered within that first batch of 50, they should be on their way to you, if not already, very soon.
Yeah, the
I
ones that
believe so.
arrived were UK because these are made in UK.
Hmm.
So you can see the ones that exist. Batch two is already in production. So if you were not in the first 50 to burn, but you have burnt and have given us all the info and all of that, because of how these are made, they then were able to, there are a couple of stages, and they're able to start the first stage after this lot had already completed the first stage. And it is pretty wild to see them all sort of standing there together.
It's
Uh,
amazing.
and it's just crazy how many people I recognize. Like, I'm saying how many people I recognize. These are fucking ads. But it's just I know that. I know that. I talk to that person on Discord every day. That one replies all my tweets. That one's fucking chill. Fuck off. Yeah, I can't see Shill. Did Shill do it?
Yes. Hold on, where is he? Back row, I think.
Oh, is he?
Astro.
Is he literally center?
He's. I think he's got his target one.
Is he the center of the whole picture? I don't recognize you because you haven't used that one in months.
Yeah, that's why. Didn't use
You're a
the
vampire.
OG one that got memed, that got stolen.
Back row on the right. What?
No.
You're not dead center. Is that someone else?
Who's this? Not back row on the right. It's in the middle.
Do we think Shill knows its lefts and rights and centers?
I mean, I was sure, but not anymore.
Like we got two golds in there, and I know that's Kryptonic and MComs.
I wish I had enhance, zoom and enhance.
B Lou Dog,
Yep. I see Captain Snuggles as well.
Nacho right at the front, Gravity Schmavity right at the
Yep. I've got Ebo with the Samurai Astro.
yeah.
That looks sick. I haven't actually seen that
That's
before. I've
it.
been sketched over that before.
Who's the Blue Astro VR?
I don't actually. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head.
Like they could.
That's dope.
There's like a level. There's a film they can be in.
Yeah. I love a Cat's Fanatic little golf visor and lay on the golf model next to the blue VR Astro as well. That's sick. Really, really cool. It's like a little team photo.
I can
My
see.
dream, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, one day we can like recreate this photo, but in real life somehow with all the actual people.
I think is it Lady Rose in the middle?
Lady Rose is in there, yeah.
Got per engaged.
Got Purr engaged. First Purr engagement.
Yeah, I mean,
Ah, it's Mercedes. Could actually be in a movie as well because he's jacked. I see him showing off on Twitter. It's always on my feed. It's because I keep
Oh,
liking it.
how they can do the crazy like press ups.
Yeah. I think I pulled something just watching that. I was like,
Oh, I can do that with like 2 fingers.
"Ah." Where is JT? Let's see if I can find JT. Hold on.
I didn't get named down bad.
There's a little sailor hat. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Golfer. I see him.
Where-
Behind MComs, I think. Behind
yeah,
MComs' right shoulder.
yeah. I don't think I'd have picked up on that.
Absolute beauty. Not enough GM dressing gowns, but never mind.
Yeah,
I'll
that was
take
good.
it.
When we had the team version, because the 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 speed issue is mainly down to us wanting to get everything in hand first. So we did a test of the team, and Peter was team GM.
Team GM, baby.
I exciting news! I have a piece of paper here in my hand from Royal Mail telling me I owe them £55 to get something delivered to me from customs,
Ooh.
which I believe is the first batch of hoodies,
Oh,
which means I'll have all
boy.
the
It's happening.
might not be all the hoodies, might be the first 100, which I think is as good as all the hoodies. Like I know you guys wanted you you ate up 100 Lucky Cats, but 100
Nom nom
hoodies,
nom nom nom.
100 hoodies is
It's a different beast.
yeah, that's like a lot of that's a lot of NFTs burnt, right? 1,000.
That is 1,000, yeah. Math
Do you,
checks out.
how many do you reckon people will burn right away? How many people actually want hoodies, and how many people are just here for the meme?
To be fair, I'd say it's like at least 60% meme. Um, I think we've had a flurry of model orders since we posted that picture on Twitter the other day of like, okay, here's what they actually all look like, and they're getting sent out. I think that then kind of solidified in people's heads of like, oh shit, this is happening. They're on their way, sort of thing. Um, so I think yeah, I've seen like at least 10 more orders, maybe more. Um, in the last few days, and that was what I posted that a couple of days ago, Monday maybe, I can't remember. Um, so I think the hoodies will probably be similar. There'll be quite a few people that have prepped for this moment an embarrassingly long time ago in
What
terms of
what's your number?
September was the airdrop, wasn't it? Airdrop
No,
one.
number. How many people in the first week?
Oh, we're going over under. I'm gonna say 11 hoodies first week.
Oh, I'm going over.
You're going over, all right.
Hold on, 11. And if I'm going to lose, I'll order 11.
God damn it.
And
Right,
the
everyone send me your hoodie cats. You can't do it.
thing about the hoodies is we are dispatching them. Um, so we just need to get all the bits and pieces together. But that means there's no sort of lead time. When you burn those NFTs and send us the info, it may be unlikely, but it's possible that it goes, the next day. If if it just lines up with a trip to the facility, that might go, that quickly. So when it is hoodie time, it's hoodie time, you know,
Mm.
um, unless it's over 100, and then we need to get more over.
Well, we'll see. Again, that's probably it's one of those things. It's like it's a if that's the problem, it's a nice problem to have.
But
Can only be good news.
if there's over 100, you might have to wait a week longer.
And in the grand scheme, what's it really been? What's another week?
If you're in the UK and you pay speed order of one Uber from the facility to your house, you can have it. You can have
It
it
has
in
to be an
whatever
Uber
that
Lux though,
the hoodie
because
truck.
it's a luxury product. It has to be Uber Lux.
Someone's going to do it. You can't. We don't get Uber.
Yeah, I don't think there's an Uber in sight of the facility, unfortunately.
When it's hoodie time, it's hoodie time, unless it's not. That's
Yes. It's a good quote. Um, where else are we at? What have I covered? Covered the birthday, covered the exclusive airdrops. We've covered models and also a little bit of bonus hoodie chat. I was going to do a dramatic reading of your post that you did earlier, but that might be a bit much. Um,
Yeah, I don't want to listen to that.
I've got a question from Walshy, which
we've got a
If Carlini was a pasta, what pasta would he be?
we've got a request that might be a real question.
All right, Runaway Rick. How does it? It's speaker, not co-host, isn't it? You are connecting, Rick. So just hit me with a question when you're in. Welcome to the show.
All right, sorry. I get think I'm on a little bit of a delay. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Fire away.
Sorry, I'm having a little
It's a,
connection issues. Oh, so is it possible for all the new people like myself, if you can go back over the mint details as
Sure.
far as when, where, how much, and also a link to Discord?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. I'll work on the tweet. Colin, do you want to do the TLDR on Friday's mint?
yeah, so it's this Friday. What day is it? Wednesday. So we're 2 days away. What we've adopted in our sale method is actually the Bored Apes method. What they did for the other side, but without their level of demand, obviously. So what they ended up doing was introducing these waves that people could mint in, and I think they were just trying to cover up for the fact that they actually wanted to do a Dutch auction and couldn't figure it out in Ape, and because they'd KYC, they knew it was never getting past wave one. But what we've got is wave one, all Purrs and people from, unfortunately, another part of what's gone wrong this week with the Minecraft news is also the pre-mint news. Is we're basing all of the Merkle tree was going to be on pre-mint. It was a great way to collect people's wallets while also ensuring they're engaging by following our Twitter and joining Discord. But they got hacked and people lost NFTs, and they've now fixed it and it's fine. And obviously, don't sign any transactions if you are on that website and it's hey, allow all of the NFTs to be sent away. But I think confidence is fairly low with pre-mint right now. So it does mean our collection of wallets and creating that Merkle tree is sort of hurt slightly. But the mint is going to cost zero point 0.1 ETH, zero point 0.1 Ethereum. And it will start, is it 530 Peter EST?
5:30 EST, 9:30 UTC. But if you, I've just pinned a link to our Discord, Rick. You can jump in. It's also in our link tree in our bio. I can give you the time zone of your choice of when the mint will start once you jump in there, mate.
And how that wave works is there's a 1 hour sort of first wave where everyone in our first wave Merkle tree is able to mint up to free. And then there's a second wave where extra wallets are added in and wave one. So if you're in wave one, you can mint in wave one and wave two, where everyone in wave two can mint free. And then it goes to a public sale an hour after that. So it's an hour wave, and then just open, where anyone can mint. We do expect, we don't expect a full sellout in wave one or wave two. We do expect to go to public sale. We're sort of managing the list to ensure that's the case. It is a bit like booking a plane. How they always oversubscribe and then cut down, because we're allowing all Purrs on wave one. All Purrs will never mint ever. It's just not going to happen. So while technically it's possible we mint out in wave one, there are just too many dormant accounts or accounts that don't even have Ethereum in them for hundreds of days. So it will get to public sale because the list is managed in a way that when what we might be doing is, because we can't really get pre-mints over to projects that we're waiting until around now to do, Doodles, Fat Cat DAO, these sort of projects. We were like, okay, we won't do the pre-mint now, we'll do it in a bit. And now we've come to in a bit, and it's a bit wrecked. So we might be adding in collections to wave one, where if you have a doodle, you can then mint in wave one. But again, a huge amount will not know about the mint, which is why pre-mint was so great, because you knew that every address that you had at least knew that you existed. Whereas if we just if we add all doodles, we don't actually know that they know there's a mint, or the doodles might not even know that Pharrell is works there now, because you just never know how engaged anyone is.
Exactly. Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
Thank you. I'll take this hand off. So is it going to be possible to reopen pre-mint before the mint on Friday?
I have opened. I've got one, and I'm just I'm not sure if I put it out in the wild. I think I probably do, and it's made and it's ready to go. It's just I'm not sure what confidence is like in it. I guess call it the general public right now.
Yeah, we had someone actually came in the server early and was asking. They had an email from the CFA, Chain
Yeah,
Faces Arena pre-mint, and
that,
I don't know whether you'd rolled that or not.
I've rolled them all,
Okay,
and I
cool.
tried to make it so the email wouldn't go out, because I didn't actually want. We obviously want those emails going out. We want people knowing about the mints. It's got the mint date in, and it gives them all the information. But I didn't want I didn't want people to get an email from pre-mint like today. But I thought it was turned off. I guess maybe there's another issue there.
To be fair,
Have all the
and I was happy for them to come in and be like, oh hey, like, is this legit? Because I'm always kind of encouraging people to say, well, just think twice. I think I said to Nuggets, is like, assume everything is a scam and then work backwards. But the email, there's no call to action on it. It's just the information. So it's like, your address is now whitelisted for this mint, and obviously the link to our minting website isn't on there because we haven't released that just yet. So I guess that was like a saving grace. It just says this email confirms that this wallet address has been selected for Penelope's exclusives.
Is that all it's? Oh, that's sad. I had a nice written out message.
Oh, you've got the written out message as well when you go to the pre-mint page.
Uh,
Let me tag you in it so you
So
can.
I guess while we're just talking about that, another thing is this will not be a stealth mint. You know the exact time. It's
Yep.
going to be our website. It's going to be the same domain. We are not going to tweet and turn off comments. Just turned off comments on Twitter.
Huge red flag.
That's a scam. It's unless it's some sort of Elon Musk troll. He sometimes does it. CZ, I think I've seen do it. But it's never going to be a mint ever. If there's a link and the comments are off, never click it. Just don't. Even if you think clicking it will get you your dream job, just don't click it, because all you're go.
I keep getting like requests for meetings. It's like, oh, here's my Calendly link, and you can figure out when you're free. I was like, I'm not clicking that. Come on now. Just tell me when you're free. What are you sending me a link for? Stop sending me links.
I've had so many job offers with PDFs that just come.
It's like, what are we
Like,
doing?
here's your compensation package. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking talking that. It's North Korea, isn't it?
Exactly. I hope that answers your questions, Rick. By all means, please come and join the Discord, mate, and shoot us anything that you like. We're usually pretty good on sharing info that is already out there. So yeah, by all means. Unless you got another question now, mate.
Oh yeah, well, not necessarily a question. Just thank you for the information. It was very helpful. Um, how does it feel to be here a little over a year later and to still have such a following and people interacting when in those first days you're not really sure how this is going to go, but now here you are on your second airdrop?
It's pretty wild. Yeah. This question, like it always kind of catches me off guard. It's unreal in all honesty. What we as the team have built and what our community has built kind of through us. Because I feel, and I'm sure Carlin, you feel the same. Is like the project belongs to them. We just kind of push it along and do stuff with it. Yeah, it's unreal. There was a lot of trepidation when we minted last year, and then I think we said at the top of the show, I'm not sure when you joined, unfortunately, but yeah, we said at the top of the show, it was like it took us nearly a month to actually sell out. And then everything that grew from there, and then doing airdrops and physicals, and we've got our models coming out, and there's merch, and we get people in the Discord being like, oh, like me and my buddy met up, and we're both holders, and we're playing golf, and they're wearing our merch that we had meetings on and did through R&D and got it out to people and stuff. It's crazy to kind of see how far that's all come, and yeah, and people who are still engaged with us and still shouting about us and engaging with us on Twitter and in Discord and everything else. Yeah, it is the best job. It is amazing, and yeah, really, 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 really cool.
Yeah, I think in today's day where if something doesn't moon within 4 hours, people are calling it a flop or a rug or whatever they want to call it, they start putting
Mm.
the FUD out there. I think the fact that you guys have been able to maintain and the community has maintained for a year now, and there's still all the positivity, is just shown that you're an actual project and you're developing. So I'm sorry I didn't mint into it because I'm a dog guy, not a cat guy, and it was as abstract as that. I regret not minting originally, but I'm definitely going to go into the marketplace and pick one or two up if I can. So
Hey, appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate the kind words. It's fantastic. Discord's razzing me because I feel like I'm tearing up a bit. But yeah, really, really appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. Right, let's move on because otherwise I'm going to get all emotional. Right, I had this question. This actually ties into the merch that we were just talking about. Is there any chance of getting a little authenticity certificate or even NFT to go with the Lucky Cat tee? Now, this was something that me and Jamie actually had a meeting about with another company, another project, but which we didn't go ahead with. We wanted to do our own thing with merch, as we do with a lot of stuff. Just quite interested to see if that's something that we would want to do. I guess the only kind of trepidation with that is if we're going to do several of these limited edition T-shirts, do we do a limited edition NFT to go with every single one of that? Are they then linked together? I think, Carlene, it probably comes into the same issue that you had with your Feo shoes when you got those initially, of like the two aren't inexorably linked.
What's the question again?
Is there any chance of getting an authenticity certificate or even NFT to go with our limited edition Lucky Cat tee?
Could we IYK it?
Could we?
A bit like how. So when the pandemic started, before NFTs mooned and my gambling fell off a cliff because they banned promotions, and that was my job before. I had a little bit of time where I was buying and selling Pokemon cards. I was buying and selling vintage boxes. So I've got behind me, I've got like the original boxes of. I can't even remember how many packs are in them at this point. I've got the original sort of original base, not first edition, but the original one. I've got Jungle and I've got Fossil, and I actually bought them off YouTube. I don't know if you've seen his videos, Peter. He tries to travel across Europe really cheaply. I think it's Simon Wilson, I think he's called.
I think you mentioned him before, yeah.
Yeah. And what you do with Pokemon cards is you send them off to PSA or wherever to grade them. And maybe, this is just answering a question that's been asked. I have not thought about this, for a second at all. It's just off the top of my head. But our hoodies have this IYK tech that links an NFT to your hoodie, whereas it could be a bit like sending your lucky tee off to PSA. They add the IYK sort of badge, and you get an NFT that follows it. I sort of spitballing, and I would obviously have to talk to them before. see if
turns up on the doorstep. There you go, guys.
If that's even possible. But I do know that I love what IYK have done, and you mentioned my Furocious trainers. They're just to my left, and whenever I talk about them, I put my hand on my forehead and I look at them. I'm like, I like them, but I don't like that I've got you. I don't like that I sold my NFT into the Clone X hype. I should, as an NFT maxi, I should have the NFT,
not the physical.
If I have the physical. No, I like I like that I have a physical. I have loads of NFT stuff around me that I just like. I've even got I don't know why I haven't opened it, but Snowthrow, before he started Art Blocks, almost as a tester. Like, I'm not gonna say it's Genesis Art Blocks. Maybe it is, but he printed lots of people's avatars that had them. Wasn't lots of people. It was founders. If you had a founder avatar, oh sorry, that's my kid not on his monitor properly. If you had a founder avatar, he would print your avatar and send it to you. So I have 3 Art Block Genesis just here with me. I've got like Man's coins. I've got loads of Purr stuff, obviously. I've got the Furocious stuff. I've got hats. I've got just anything NFT. I love it. And so some stuff is just built to be it's just stuff in your room. Like, it's not special. It's we don't need it on our PCC merch that you just buy to wear, for example. But the limited edition stuff is a little. There are only 100 of those lucky cat tees, and we are. I fully accept we aren't BAYC. 100, while limited, and you guys have proven it's limited with the demand that you want it. It's not hugely valuable yet. Hopefully, we could build it to the point people do want to collect that stuff. But maybe people would want to collect it more with the IYK tech attached, because you can not only show it off physically, but you can show it off digitally in your wallet as well. Obviously, some of it is not worth showing off. So, do we end up putting that sort of stuff in models? The comics that we've got to release, the record that I've got here, do we NFT that? Is it going too far? It's an interesting question.
Well, I saw Nifty Slabs. I think it was with it was an accident, Chill. I'm sorry. I was trying to pin another tweet. Nifty Slabs kind of put in a NFC chip that then brought up the OpenSea page of the NFT that you'd had slabbed, or something like that. There was something like joined into it. I think Top Dog Beach Club did it with them straight, like initially. I'm not sure if any other collections have done it, but there was then like a chip which I guess you could then make like an NFT. I'm just picturing like a revolving Nifty slab, or like then like a 3D render, because obviously they've
But
got all the 3D renders
the
of the
issue with
models.
NFTs is how do you prove you still have the NFT? Yeah, the physical.
The
Because
same way we do it with the hoodie, I guess, like you said with IYK.
well, I think this sort of NFC tag is different, right? It shows
It's just a push to the website, yeah.
yeah, it shows you where it is. It doesn't actually do anything. I mean, it does something, that's harsh. But what the IYK stuff does is you're able to pull it. So it will almost be interesting watching the hoodie contract when we allow you to burn, because what we can do, what everyone can do, because obviously public blockchain and all that, you can track um, those NFTs moving, and you can see them get created and go to someone. So you can go, oh, Blaz got their hoodie because it's literally moved the NFT to their wallet, which pretty cool to be able to tell when people, and you're verifying it by doing that. You're like, yes, I have this, and I genuinely think the first couple of people that get it will prove the whole point, because people will. I think a lot of people in our community will care. Like, you're seeing sort of the genesis of this brand's first tech move. Like most merch in this space, there's nothing actually special there. There's nothing NFT there. There's nothing blockchain there. It's the brand, but it's something that could always be done before. I'm struggling to think of any merch where the NFT has added anything. Obviously, that's not really the point. That's not what's happening there. But here, we are actually using the tech. This is the tech of what we're trying to do. We're all here for NFTs. Well, I mean, people are here for money, but NFTs too. And that's what we're passionate about. That's what's actually special here. We believe in NFTs. That's why we're here. That's why it's special. And we're actually using it properly. Oh, exciting.
That's good, man.
The verified channel.
There we go. Only 100 people in it.
I'm not in it. I got fake.
I got a fake one.
I've got the one. I went over and saw them when Jamie first did them. And I think he said something along the lines of, oh, I wanted it on thicker material, higher end material, but
Yeah.
blah de blah. And I was like, but why? Why not? I was that girl. Why not both?
Why not both?
And so I, after leaving, the famous Jamie's Nan's house, I basically took one of everything.
We call it the facility.
That's not the facility. The facility's somewhere else, mate.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You can't go calling Jamie's Nan's house the facility. Sounds like she's in a home or something like that. So I have the one that Jamie wanted to change and then did change. So I don't. So they weren't numbered. So I don't have a real one.
Yeah, me neither. Don't worry.
I'm down bad. You've definitely got one.
I haven't got a real one, yeah.
You were in the fucking promo video.
They're the fake ones, mate.
Oh, they're the fake ones.
They're the thin ones, yeah. I haven't got a numbered one. I've got two fakies.
This is how you feel. You're NFT.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll never have a real anything. So yes. Also, shout out to everyone giving Rick a really warm welcome in the Discord. Really appreciate that. That is exactly what we're about. And yeah, really good to see. Papa's a giant farce. That is me. One day I'll be a real boy. I'll be honorary. I'm not even that fussed about it until Twitter Blue and I hex myself up. So until that comes to the UK, I'm not really that bothered. I do have real cat NFTs, I promise. Right. What else did I have? Oh yeah, more AMAs. So that was your question, Ebo. Hopefully that comes to it. Had some nice questions from Penn, who can't make it tonight, but if you're listening back, hey Penn, how's your day going? Hope you're all good. Any news on Grandma sent to the mystery wallet, or any hints on where we might find out more?
Is
Yes,
this
but also no.
is this a collective
It's a
Twitch?
it's a
Twitch?
collective issue.
It's not Twitch.
We're on
It's Twitter,
Spaces.
Twitter Spaces.
Thank you for the bits.
Thanks for the bits, the likes, the donations.
Oh my god, 60-month resub. Thank you so much. Has the Minecraft
Hey, bro.
statement regarding NFTs had any impact on how Purrs are approaching the NFT world's build out? I feel like we covered that earlier. So the grandmas and the mystery wallet. We haven't, yeah, I think we mentioned that a couple of spaces back.
I think I don't know. Report Cat's having issues, isn't he? Is he okay?
Thought he'd got in, but then it's all gone quiet, so I'm not really sure.
Basically, there is a quest line, but we want it to play out in a way that the tech needs to work. And with the sale, it isn't ready yet. We've, said this a few times, is like Alpha is our questing system. And there's a cool sort of conclusion to that, because this was supposed to be, the first sort of, I don't even really know what to call it, but a bit of lore, um, in a sort of longer term quest. So it's supposed to be a week, and it plays out in 7 days. But there are parts that we need certain stuff to do. So we wanted to have a snapshot vote, and we needed that to then count for your quest points. So that's all just getting built out. Um, so it is a bit unfortunate, because the whole point was to be like, right, we can show them that, with planning, and enough time ahead, we could have proper storylines that play out via quests, and there can be longer ones and shorter ones, and it won't just be go and do this for your quest point. It will be like, much more involved, and you can just go and do whatever you do for your point. But for people who want to be more immersed, there are the options. You've got your cyber brokers that have done loads of sort of really deep quests, for example. Some people just go, they connect their wallet to the website, and job done. Some people really get involved, and they start tweeting about, the what did they find out? Something last quest, I think everyone found out they were AI or something along those lines. And it was cool to see people tweeting about that afterwards, and they weren't even doing that for the quest points; they were just playing along. So there will be people that want in on the law. Grandma's Seifu, although I'm not going to say that, because then it proves that we're in control of the collective wallet, which obviously
Yeah,
makes
that's true.
bad
We don't
guys.
know if they're safe.
No,
Hopefully they are. JT's asking, will my granny be returned with a summer camp badge with her awards and best activities?
no, she's in a cage.
Brutal.
I mean, I sent literally no grandmas to the bad guys, so I feel like I'm a good guy.
Yeah, mine is still safe in my wallet.
Yeah, you guys sent off your grandmas to
An
just,
unknown fate.
we got hacked. It is what it is. She might get really good at knitting.
Yeah, that's true. Be like that bit in The Simpsons where Maggie tries to escape from day camp, but it's grannies instead. Uh, right. What else do I have? I have a question from Walshy.eth. Thanks for listening.
Bad name.
Bad name, yeah. Where's Walshy.pcc Pyth, bro? What's going on? NFT London. Will me and you be there? I think that's in September. And I think he was also asking about mint details in terms of pre-mint and all that malarkey.
I was invited to NFT London by the Seals.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you've seen them about.
The Sappy Boys.
Yep, they've gone pretty Twitter algorithm heavy of late. They've been really popping off on my feed. Seem to have cracked whatever you need to do to go viral. That is, well, I mean, it seems to be tweet loads, troll a couple of communities, get who was it, Azuki today, I think.
Yeah.
But I think either they're all in the UK or 2 of 3 are in the UK or something like that. Trying to make NFT London a bit of a bigger thing because it's a thing, but it's not really. So maybe have there's no plans to go as of yet, but there's also haven't said no.
It's probably the easiest one.
I might just. I mean, I'll probably go. I don't know if I'll go as me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, do you like NFTs? Just chatting to someone random. We're like, oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Then you're wearing your fake Lucky Cat tee the whole time. They won't even know.
My accent is obviously fine in the UK.
Exactly.
Doesn't give anything away.
No one will know.
Everyone will know when I go. Yeah, so I started in CryptoKit. Oh, fuck.
He's done it. He's done it. As long as we're at the bar.
Do you have to? It's not just a shot. Do you have to down a whole pint if it's in person?
Yes. And that pint, if you own a Zeus, that pint will be free. So.
I could dress up like Harry Potter.
Is it just NFT London Meetup, or is it NFT London? Or is it NFT LDN? Oh man, there's too many ones. I don't know.
A few.
This one has 6,500 followers. So it might be them.
Well, what's the next question?
NFT UK are organising. Thank you, Ebo. Thank you. We did have another question, which is probably a little bit too in depth, seeing as we've already been running an hour and 20. But how do you balance future plans for the project to appeal to holders with varying time horizons, i.e., those that are bought in and are in it for the long haul versus those who want to hold and wait for a run up and flip? I suppose it's possible that you don't consider the flippers at all as you think about the roadmap, but curious to understand that a bit more. And I think the short answer from me is if you're a holder, we want to do what's best for you, but we want to do what's best for all holders, so that might not always be the same thing. If you're in it for the pump, for a run up, and then like, sweet, I paid X and I can sell for Y, then yeah, like you might get to that point, but I don't know. I don't necessarily consider that as part of like being a holder in the community and all the kind of lovely stuff that Rick was saying that I was kind of saying back and everything else. I don't kind of see a flipper as the same thing, but also know that they're a huge part of the space still.
I mean, flippers are just holders until they're gone, right?
Yeah.
So you are just a community member until you sell. Like we'll treat you no different. We won't exclude you. Like the airdrop, for example, that we're doing for those who hold both is done per that you have. So flippers often buy more than one, and then they wait for a pump, and maybe they sell all but one, and then there would still be a community member, and it's our job to think about everyone holding a per long term. That's what we're building for. We're building for our holders in a week. We're building for our holders in 6 months. We're building for our holders in a year. Token runs out in 15 years. and you may be a holder in a week, you may be a holder in 6 months, but you may not be in a year. Our plans are that you will always be a holder, because that NFT that you sell will always have a holder, right? You will sell to someone. So we don't really think about individuals, I guess. We think about the cats, and in a way, the cats can't go. I don't know how to properly word that, but there will always be 10,000 PCC. I've sent a couple to contracts that will never come out and stuff like that. But
I'm so
just
glad you didn't send him one to Anthony Hopkins, because he burned everything that got sent to
I sent him a Metabot or something, didn't I?
him.
But yeah, we don't think fully about individuals. Now, we do sometimes think about individuals. Like, you may remember a letter Shill received from the collective because he's a bad guy. And that's why he got rid of so many grandmas, because, he doesn't care about cat life. But,
Poor grandmas.
the I don't want to say, some members are more important, because it won't ever play out that way in what the question's really about. The question is really about, what can I sell my blah for? What can I sell my PCC for? And a shill PCC will never be worth more because Shill's got it. It'll probably be worth less because it has his provenance attached to the NFT. So we won't be treating an individual NFT better that way, but you can see we did send him. No, wait, sorry. The collective did send him some NFTs, and that's like, hey, thanks for wasting your life on our community, right? I am hearing from Reporter Cat that maybe something's going out tomorrow for someone else. So I guess what I want to say is, every holder is important, but we're also going to recognize those that do engage, those that do, you know, do add value to the community.
I
The
think you said it really nice the other day. It's like it's trying to have something where there's value for you. If you're just gonna put it in a wallet, put it in your vault, put it in your cold wallet, and leave it. And there's also value to be had of, like, we're gonna put this extra stuff into it. So, social awards and community stuff, and, like, hosting movie nights and game nights and coming to spaces and do all this other. The people that engage with the community are going to get maybe something different or something more from it than if you're just a holder because you believe in the project but you're not engaged with it.
Yeah, so we
It's two
need to
different
add
things.
value for people who will not engage with us at all, and we also need to add more value to those that do engage with us, and that's
Yeah.
just the way almost every NFT collection should be. Like, if you really get involved, there should be more for you there than if you don't. But that doesn't mean it's taken away from the NFT if you're just going to hold. Like, we should be able to use the social engagement and sort of Twitter algorithm hacking levelness to improve our community members' engagement for those that really try, and we should also be able to reward just the holders, because that engagement also pulls more people in, should drive up the floor, and that helps the people who just don't want to engage. So we focus on the NFT itself, and then we focus on trying to get the person that owns the NFT to engage.
Yeah, that works. It's all a big circle. It's the circle of life.
And again, you don't have to. It's just our job to try and make you want to.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel for the people that we reach, I feel like we do a really good job. I think, yeah, it's just a case of, and that's again what we've said is what the sale is about, is trying to crack into other communities and make people realize of what we've been doing, and yeah, kind of get that wider audience, so that all of the people listening to this and all the people in the Discord and all the people that join us for community events and stuff, the enjoyment that you get out of that, more people can enjoy and all that sort of stuff. Awesome. I hope that we've covered everything. This is the last spaces before the sale, which is on Friday. We'll be an hour in by this point. More on that come in. Obviously, if you haven't got Twitter notifications on, get them on. Plenty more of that coming. We'll be questing every day, which is essentially our big ticket items to kind of help push those. The pool bar is taking drinks orders, so you can come do that on Twitter. Let me pin that just for my little outro because I love pinning tweets. And Fall Guys is back tomorrow, 10 o'clock BST. It's in the events tab in our Discord. So yeah, please join us for some Fall Guys. We've got allow list spots to give away, and I think we've got a couple of free mints to give away as well. So yeah, come join us for that. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I wanna cover.
Cool.
Unless you do. People are asking me for alpha, but I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point.
Are you guys not looking at the images? There's alpha everywhere.
I know.
It's not our fault that you don't understand it.
It's Easter egg hunts, guys. Go hunting. Gunners, let's go. Let's do it. Fantastic. Big shout out to Rick. Appreciate you coming on and joining the Discord and chatting. That was really lovely. Carlini, thanks for joining us as always. And we'll be back next week. And you can hear my voice again tomorrow for some Fall Guys.
Cool.
Say see you to the lovely people.
Bye.